Hi everyone, I'm Matt from CVG.
Hi, I'm Dave Meehan from OPM UK.
And we're here to have a quick look at the Resident Evil 6 trailer. So, obvious things first, we kick off with Leon Kennedy pointing a gun at the President.
Who is apparently called President Adam, and they seem to be busy mates, and it looks like he might have to put him down, old Yeller style.
We also get our first glimpse here of what we presume is Leon's new cult partner. One of the things we've noticed in the 3 different sections that the trailer shows is that everyone seems to have a cult partner. So
yeah, 6 playable characters essentially.
Which is good, but I kind of miss the one-player Resident action.
Yeah, well, Sheva Syndrome was bad enough with just 1 co-op character, so it comes up by 3. I'm not overjoyed.
Great.
There's a new yeah, Resi 6. There's a new logo, and you were speculating that corridor scene right there is quite Resident Evil 2 in vibe, isn't it? In terms of the kind of like narrow corridors of the Raccoon City Police Department.
Totally, yeah, that's the impression I'm getting. We sort of like took that and went a little bit further and just speculated that this whole section with Leon and his mysterious new partner is going to have that Resi 2 vibe, you know, the sort
and
of.
That's very Raccoon City. That, I mean, even though it's Tall Oaks apparently this time, it looks very much like Raccoon City.
Pretty impressive stuff, really. I really like the way they've done it. It's full of sort of like shadowy corridors and subway stations and things like that.
There was just old Hunnigan from Resident Evil 4, who's Leon's contact.
Yeah, the lovely
the speckled.
Let's just stop now. So yeah, I mean, like, zombies here are kind of, they look like trad zombies until this one jumps right at Leon's face.
And so what do we think? We apparently think there's 2 separate kinds of infected throughout the game. Like in Tall Oaks, it looks like more T-virusy style enemies. And in the Chinese sections and possibly Eastern European bits we'll see later on, that looks very much like Resi 4 and 5's like Las Plagas. So even though Resi 4 is apparently low similar than animals, but they're basically the same parasitical bobbins.
One of the cool things we noticed as well is that, like, although the pace seems to be
sumo zombie.
yeah, in addition to massive fat sumo zombie,
Yokozuna in zombie form. Yes.
And that bit with the train looks incredible as well.
That's all good. This is obviously China.
So, like, right from the off with this bit, it just looks like a big fat action sandwich. Like, guys
action sandwich
rappelling down into action, and as you'd expect with Mr. Triceps, Chris just pushing people about. And what's cool here as well is it looks like predominantly people here aren't infected, so maybe you're here to protect them rather than to sort of more Las Plagas
and
style.
There's the first sign of the cover system.
Yeah.
Just back then.
Which is quite obviously totally Gears of War.
And this is Alex Wesker. I've written some notes about Alex Wesker. He's never actually appeared in a Resident Evil game before, but apparently he's one of the 12 or 13 children who were abducted by Oswald E. Spencer, who was the founder of Umbrella. And basically, in true very disturbing fashion, he went around abducting all these children who had apparently superior DNA. So some Resi bods are speculating that he is immortal, and I think his blood seems to be key to the whole virus shenanigans.
When we say it's Alex Mercer, that's kind of us doing a bit of educated guessing, but all the trappings are there, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's good educated guesswork.
In the background there,
so would Ashley Graham.
Gotta be.
Now this, I think, this enemy looks very like the nemesis of Resident Evil 3, and it certainly does seem to have this vibe of one uber baddie chasing you throughout a section.
And Meeks pointed out earlier as well that the dynamic seems to have totally changed, and that Ashley looks more like she's helping Alex, like she's actually sort of in charge now.
And to me, in the background here, this looks like a prison. That looks like a prison wall and like a guard tower. So whether he's involved, whether he's been broken out of prison or something along those lines.
We'll be going back in there to get someone, but
or possibly, yeah.
Key thing here as well is that he's being chased by what looks to be military helicopters.
Yeah.
So we're wondering if maybe, like, it's clear that the paths are going to cross, but is he going to be hunted by Chris?
And that looks mega Uncharted too.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. And
so with Nemesis.
That one of the other things we've picked up is that there's this big focus on his blood and how important his blood is, and we have no idea why. But when he gets grabbed by the Nemesis boy here in his Bane mask, all of his appendages seem to be like specifically for draining Alex of blood.
his arm that he's not holding with that looks like it's a very like syringe type tool in it, and then he's got his massive syringy fingers of doom.
Yeah, he's a doctor. So we're back in Action Town. Here we go.
There it is. There's the old syringe bomb,
which is kind of a sort of a, like both the stupid and completely amazing way of infecting
and
a whole room
we
of people.
think that's possibly how Umbrella are infecting people en masse with these little syringy destructual blobs. And this we think will be Chris Redfield's co-op partner. And this again we think is very Eastern European-y. It looks to me it's lit but quite like Resi 4, and this could possibly be the first time we've had playable vehicles in Resi.
Yeah, inside the tank. Although looking at it, it looks like he might just be sort of sat in the top
yeah,
sheet while it drives along.
Yeah, it could just be on rooms.
But definitely, I mean, there's like tracer rounds in the background. This feels like a full-scale kind of military assault on a.
And I think that certainly hints to the sort of global scale.
Sliding into cover, very Vanquish.
Or Gears of War.
Yeah.
This bit's awesome.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah.
Have some sucky, possibly penis of doom. that roll there on his back is both very MGS4ish, but mainly quite Vanquishy, mega Vanquishy. I think a lot of the like really high octane action seems to have been taken from the Platinum game show.
Here's Leon being eaten by a police officer. Oh, the delicious irony. One of the things you picked up there, Meeks, again, was like what looks to be disposable melee weapons. This guy's getting a fire axe in the head, which Leon just leaves there, so it's not a replacement for his knife, presumably.
Something it could have picked up from another Capcom series also, which is big on melee weapons, of Dead Rising.
Yeah, I mean, like Dead Rising was going to be a Resi game.
And that's mega Vanquishy, that bit there.
More blood there on Ashley's hands.
Yeah, that's what we think.
And this is Alex Wesker in the, and he's now in the
China, so it looks like all the characters will be swapping locations. This looks very much like El Gigante, but with a
with like a Rancor face.
More facial, Rancor faces. Chris seems to be suffering a headache.
A nice little nod to Inception there. Falling bus. There you go.
That's it.
Resident Evil 6.